Welcome to Haiku Friday, April 3rd, 2026. Let's get going with some haikus. Oh, it's Good Friday. Make it a great Friday. That's what I say. All right, here we go. First one, we've got three from Max queued this morning, and this is the first one. Ozymandias met his double, Kubla Khan, on the White House lawn. Extra points for rhyming, Max Q. Very nice. And here's one, kind of my theme this week, I guess. Max Q is an homage to that. It's just a toilet, a shitter, pissoir, can, John, and gender neutral. True that. Third one for Max Q. I'm sorry, buddy. Distracted, forgetful too. Damn those four-way stops. I'm glad you're okay, Max Q. Thank you for the haikus. All right, here is one from Bill. Now, Bill sent this picture of their winter up in Canada. Still going on, still going strong. We are like, our snowpack here is minimal. It's going to be a brutal summer, methinks. But you know what? They're doing pretty good up in Calgary way. Okay, here's Bill's. Get the shovels out. 6 inches of snow today. When will winter end? Ugh, Bill, that is brutal. But I have to wonder, makes me wonder. You say 6 inches and not whatever it would be, like 12 kilometers? Or 12 kilometers. 12 centimeters? I don't know, Bill. I mean, it's interesting to me. And when I used to go up to Canada years and years ago, they were still on the imperial gallon. So maybe this inches and feet and all that stuff are still in effect up in Canada. I don't know. I plan on finding out. I want to go up to Canada really soon. All right. Thank you, Bill. Here is one from Rikosan. Now, this is a repeat, but Rikosan thought it was much appropriate, very appropriate for today. And I'm not one to argue with Rikosan. He's right. Nice view from up here. Hanging out on a Friday. Iron nails ran in. That is a great Good Friday haiku. And I guess I was influenced by Riko-san's haiku. Here's my haiku. Golgotha Roundup. Corralled by MAGA morons. We saints crucified. Yeah, kind of a juxtaposition of the a cattle roundup and a crucifixion, I guess. I don't know. That concludes this very formal portion of Haiku Friday. Yeah, I am going to tell you a little bit about what's going on. If you're interested, you can stay tuned. Sarah had her surgery last week. It all went very well. We got the results back. Cancer-free. Very exciting. Which, it's been a long road. Lots of chemo. There'll be a little more chemo and a little more radiation therapy, or some radiation therapy and all that. But looks like no more surgeries. So that's beautiful. I have completed my big 3-foot linoleum salmon. And I was going to bring it downstairs to show you. But, really, I don't know how I would do that. It's big. That is complete. I'm working on a zine right now of my Beatitude poem, which I'm going to polish up. I think it's not as good as it could be. I'm going to work on that. But right now I'm working on illustrations for the zine. Why? I don't know. So that, I always have like 3 art things going on at the same time. The third thing is I'm looking at it right now, my condor painting, a condor over the Columbia gorge, and I have to admit, I'm liking it very much. And so I'm going to work on that a little bit today, I hope. But a cool thing that's going on this afternoon is there is the Way of the Cross. If you're into Good Friday, it takes place at Salem Lutheran at 4 p.m. on Broadway. It will be a special focus on immigrants with a lot of progressive churches. I'm going to be there because, yeah. And you know, it's funny, a friend of mine and I, who he's deceased now, but we had done this thing, we got together with a bunch of other people, but we were kind of the ringleaders of it, this Peace and Justice Stations of the Cross. And this would have been, gosh, in the 90s, like maybe 1997, 98, 96. And it was, we did it for 3 years. And at first we just kind of gathered around on street corners. And then we decided to have like live action stuff. And it was crazy. It was crazy and moving, and it was wonderful. It was Riverfront Park. Sister Kathy Beckley played Jesus on the floating stage where everybody had to yell, "Crucify her," with some salty language. When the salty language started, there were people there for this pious event. But when the salty language started, people left. A lot of people left. But that was okay because it only got crazier from there on. And I think the highlight of that one was having Spokane tribal members up on crucifixes, on crosses, the men with the women wailing, the drum beating, and white cavalry soldiers standing underneath them. It was, it elevated the thing up to an incredible level and was extremely moving. And unfortunately, that was before the time of people having video cameras with them all the time. So I don't think we ever got any video of it, any pictures of it. But it was, I would say, hundreds of people showed up for it, and it was cool. So I'm kind of excited. I like moving. And walking, and there will be a lot of that today. So again, that is the Way of the Cross, Salem Lutheran at 4 p.m. on Broadway. And you know, you can go to Spokane Stands Up or Spokane Indivisible, or Indivisible Spokane rather, on Facebook and find all sorts of great events happening every week. All right, that concludes this Haiku Friday. Please send me your haikus anytime, and I will read them here. You know, it's funny. I think my Haiku Friday peaked out maybe 2 years into it, and it's just been in a steady decline ever since, which makes me love it even more. I am probably the most loyal person you will ever meet, loyal to ideas and loyal to people. And this Haiku Friday is one of those things that I have been loyal to for a very long time. All right, tune in to Haiku Friday next week. Send me your haikus and I will read them. Or don't send me your haikus, whatever you want to do. Whatever gets you through the creative night. Remember, make things, have joy. They get off on stealing your joy. They get off on your hatred. They get off on your sorrow and your fear. So don't give it to the bastards. Alrighty. See you next week. Bye.